And that's another year come and gone with just bangers after banger of video games. This year has been packed full of smaller to mid-sized games getting the spotlight and doing amazingly well. Huge comebacks from major franchises that have been struggling for years to more than a decade, sequels that improved on the previous entry, and Ubisoft being scared bitches for canceling an Assassin's Creed game set in post-Civil War America where you'd be on-siding KKK members even though Assassin's Creed Shadows sold pretty freaking well. Okay, but at least we had EA selling the rest of their dark soul to Saudi Arabia, more than likely fucking over BioWare even more than they have been for the past 10 or so years. Okay, that's not good. Well, but WB. Okay, how about Alright, chill. What about the anti-woke crowd? Well, let's be honest, most of those motherfuckers got about 2 years max left on this whole grifting shit. Look, real talk, even though we are at the tipping point of the business side of the games industry, game charging the creativity and fun out of the art, at least the majority of the games in 2025 still had a lot of that love, care, and soul to them, proving that majority creative control, creativity, love, and passion for video games is still a huge factor and should be a huge factor in developing video games. And that's why I'm here to bring y'all my top 10 games of 2025, because this year for gaming truly was wild. So what's up and what's good, everyone? My name is Malcolm, also known as Baytuh, and like I said, I'm going to be giving you guys my top 10 games of 2025 with some honorable mentions as well, probably like 5 or so. Like I said, there's a lot of great games that came out this year. So yeah, before we get started with the video, please like, subscribe, share, turn on notifications, and set them to all. Follow me on Twitter and on Blue Sky as well at Baytuh, B-A-Y-T-U-H. If you want to keep supporting me even further, you can do so by donating to my Patreon, PayPal, YouTube Super Thanks, leave a tip, or becoming a YouTube member on the channel. All those links are in the description down below, and there's a pinned comment in the comment section down below as well. With all that being said, without further ado, let's get started on my top 10 games of 2025.
Now, let's begin. How did you get into Hadia?
The Yellow Brick Road.
Alrighty, let's start with my number 10, Hell Is Us. Hell Is Us is a unique type of game that I haven't really played in a very long time. I can't think of the last one. Probably maybe like Disco Elysium, the final cut, where the game doesn't hold your hand for anything. Like, you have to go off of what NPCs say to you, landmarks, and somewhat vague notes from your journal, which sounds cool and all, but as a person like me, for a person like me who has an awful sense of direction in video games, like, I need all of the navigation, bells and whistles, all that good jazz turned on for the most part. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little challenging at first. It truly was, but once I gave myself to what this game was trying to do, I freaking loved my time with it, outside of some of the puzzles that really tripped my ass up. Those, oh boy, those are definitely the one. What was the yellow? It wasn't Envy? Greed? No, Greed was green, right? I think Envy was like yellow or orange or whatever. Like the puzzles in like that underground temple, like ziggurat, like pyramid area, huck me sideways. Those were challenging. Anywho, while the gameplay is a bit underwhelming, being more or less a whatever Souls-like, the story and plot is really good and compelling. The atmosphere is chilling and beautiful. Like, goodness gracious, they really nailed that. Mix that in with the music of the atmosphere. It gave me a lot of, or with the atmosphere, I should say, sorry. It gave me a lot of Death Stranding vibes, which is freaking really awesome. Like, hold up. Let me look up who the composer is, because that person, they did a phenomenal job. Stefan Primu. Sorry, I'm totally butchering his name. It's Stefan Primeau. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he did a phenomenal job with the soundtrack, with the music overall in this game. Like, each of the levels having unique sounds and music and tones to it. I would definitely say I don't really have a favorite region. I would say like each of the main hubs are amazing. I really like the Arcus Spire, like that whole chilling music, that atmosphere, that whole area. It's just wonderful to explore. Freaking creepy as hell too. But the things I love the most about this game and why it's my number 10 on this list, it's for the intricate world building and lore, which honestly, it's some of the best I've seen in gaming. Rather, if it's about the Eye of God touching down in Hadia, the interwoven history and backstory of the wars and conflict that happened in ancient Hadia, the Middle Ages, and modern Hadia, which has taken a heavy freaking toll on its people, or just letting the environmental storytelling say it all in each region. Also, gotta give a huge shout out and applause to the devs over at Rogue Factor. This is their third game. Their other two were Warhammer tactical RPGs, which seems like those didn't do all that too well critically, but I'm super happy they came out swinging with Hell Is Us, and hopefully we get a second game in the near future because I would love to explore more of this world. I mean, the ending definitely set up a lot of stuff that can happen too.
Oh, it seems we're ready. How did you get into Hadia?
How did I end up here? My whole life, all its ups and downs, led me to this place.
Coming in for my number 9 is The Altars. Truth be told, I usually don't play games like survival, sim, strategy, or anything like that, but I am willing to give them a try if it piques my interest. Plus, it did help seeing all of the positive buzz and that the survival sim stuff wasn't so overwhelming. So yeah, I jumped in and it took me about 3 or so hours to get a hang of things, and I really dug it. It having one of the most unique concepts I've seen in a while is really dope. You have to clone yourself during a specific stage of your life, and they come out with their own identity, a whole real life that they lived, like having different jobs, relationships with significant others, and family, and their personalities being different from the original Yon, the main character. Also, building out your ship and adding specific rooms for a Yon that suits their personality helps boost their bond with the original, and sometimes with the other Yons as well, and you get to know them better and all about the different life paths that they chose with all the differences and similarities, all while try to gather resources, taking care of your crew of Yons, prevent sabotaging and infighting, and leaving the planet before the sun rises and kills you all. Oh, also movie night. Never forget movie night with your brothers, the brothers of Yons, or Yon brothers, the brother Yons. There we go. There's a lot that I really like about this game. It's a new one for me. I really enjoyed it, from the story, the Yons, their different personalities, the different choices and outcomes that can happen that plays into the end of each act to the ending of the game that you can get, whatever ending you can get, and you know how that can affect all of the Yons that you clone or that you get out of the cloning process. Like, I really enjoyed my time with it, and that's why it's my number 9. Also, on one final note, shout out to Alex Jordan, who plays all 11 versions of Yon and The Altars. That man can act. His performances of the Yons is amazing, and he most certainly should have been nominated for best performance at the Game Awards this year.
I've been roaming with no guiding light, but I'm no longer left all by myself. Together we can win this fight, and though it seems now anything could be undone.
South of Midnight is my number 8 on this list. Outside of the moment-to-moment gameplay being mid, I do have a deep appreciation of how Compulsion Games handled the Black culture and the deep Southern Gothic folklore in South of Midnight with a lot of love, care, and respect. Definitely when it came to the writing of the characters, like Hazel and her family's history of being weavers that dates back to slavery, dealing with themes of trauma, grief, and hope, or having creatures like Haints, Huggin' Molly, Two-Toe Tom, or Shakin' Boots, who kinda is based off of the blues legend Robert Johnson, who said he sold his soul to the devil to become a master of the guitar. Hell, even the freaking music, which side tangent, most certainly should have been nominated for best score in music at the Game Awards this year. Like, what are we even doing here? But yeah, the music, how it's interwoven with every aspect of the game, whether it's the story, boss fights, traversal, the environments, you name it. Hell, I'd go as far as to say that the music in South of Midnight is a character in and of itself. itself telling a story. That's how special and important the music is in this game, and overall why it's my number 8 on my list. Also, shout out to how the game looks, like visually, graphically, the art style, it's freaking beautiful. It's like a claymation, I guess, type of, it's like a claymation stop motion, a little bit like a mix between the both or something like that. Sorry if I'm totally like messing that up, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. The character models, the creature design, the like, it's all just gorgeous.
Guilt from crimes was too strong. At night I lie awake in bed and ponder what I should have said. Regret would dog me all night long. All I did just felt so wrong.
Moving on to my number 7, Split Fiction. First, huge shout out and thanks to my homie Game and Faith for the collab on its walkthrough. We made content for the other Hazelight Studios games together as well, and stuff like Anthem 2 in the past. I'll link to his YouTube channel in the description down below if you guys want to check him out. But anywho, Split Fiction, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's a phenomenal game, and Joseph Ferris and his team over at Hazelight Studios have not missed yet with their games. It's really well written with fun and charming protagonists, where one of them, Mio Hudson, is a sci-fi writer, and the other one, Zoe Foster, writes fantasy, and they get trapped in their own stories, and we get to explore and traverse their worlds and ideas in a couch co-op platforming fashion. But a big part as to why I like this game a lot, it's because of a lot of the unique mini-game challenges and side stories that I got to experience with my buddy Game and Faith. Farm Life and Mountain Hike are my favorites. I mean, Farm Life, I mean, who wouldn't want to freaking turn into animal meat and traversing freaking barbecue grills and whatnot and not having a good outcome to what happens at the end of that side story. And Mountain Hike is literally the definition of standing on the shoulders of giants and, you know, trying to dodge them without dying and falling to your death. Those were most certainly my favorites. Not only was the gameplay fun and amazing, but seeing us fail or succeed, laughing over the goofiest things we did and got to experience was super dope. Also, the last hour or so in this game is the pure definition of finishing strong, because holy crap, it's just pure cinema.
Oh my gosh, you're going crazy with that. There's a glitch. Hold. Oh, come on.
Stop pursuing the glitches!
Medieval Rip and Tear, aka Doom the freaking Dark Ages, is my number 6. I'm not gonna lie, this one is gonna be short and sweet, because for me, Doom the Dark Ages is my favorite Doom game, and id Software somehow, someway nailed it 3 out of 3 times when it came to the gameplay. Started with Doom 2016's 10 out of 10 gameplay, then Doom Eternal's freaking flying around like a freaking jet 10 out of 10 gameplay with the traversing and all that stuff, with the sawed-off shotgun with the grapple hook, and now with Doom the Dark Ages being a freaking walking tank. And in my mind, before the game came out, I was thinking, like, what more could they possibly do? Like, truly, what? You nailed it. Like, can you make 10 out of 10 even better? 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. But then they're like, alright, give this dude a cape, chainsaw shield, a mace. He could do parries and give the game a facelift of Middle Ages and call it a fucking day. And you know what? I ain't even mad, because this game is so fucking awesome. From the gameplay, the bosses, and you can ride a freaking dragon and fight a damn Cthulhu in a mech. So yeah, Doom the Dark Ages is my number 6, and I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't know why this game got so much backlash, or like a lot of people didn't like it or take to it much. I don't know, it's fucking rad. On number 5 is The Outer Worlds 2. Yo, I gotta give a shout out to Obsidian. Just like Hazelight, they don't miss. The Outer Worlds 1 was my game of the year back in 2019 and was a really good first step for their own Fallout type like game, you know, but a lot could be improved upon. Now with The Outer Worlds 2, they really did a great job building upon the first. It's all a little bit bigger and denser without being bloated, unlike some games that I've enjoyed, but still for some odd reason they do not understand this. But all in all, it's a big upgrade, better written quests, companions, flaws that can truly change how the game operates, the gameplay. Like I said, it's all a little bit bigger and denser, and I really enjoy my time with this game. Ghost of Yotei is my number 4 on this list. In my opinion, Ghost of Yotei is an amazing game, even though I'm not a big fan of the ending, but other than that, what a freaking video game. Sucker Punch basically addressed all of the issues that I had with Tsushima, like the open world and the side quests, and somehow, some way, just like what id Software did with Doom the Dark Ages, made that game's 10 out of 10 gameplay from Tsushima even freaking better. I said better. Sorry. Erika Ishii's performance as Atsu is phenomenal. The writing for Atsu was really on point, her getting revenge by any means, even at the expense of her allies. The Yotei 6 having a personal connection with Atsu, it all feels meaningful when you take them down and see their back and forth and what they're trying to accomplish, which is really good because they don't feel like meaningless targets on a board like some other games. I also really enjoyed the dynamic and myth and fear behind the Unreal and how that plays into how the greater world sees her. Also, the side content in this game is really freaking good. It has depth to them and you get most of them organically. They're not like markers, question marks on the freaking map. As I know, like you'll come across NPCs and they'll lead you and you know what they tell you leads you to an outpost or some type of quest, and that can lead you, you know, veer off to some other things. It's really freaking cool. And of course, like I said, the gameplay is masterful. Instead of the different stances from Tsushima, this time around you have different weapons that play important roles during combat. Just like The Outer Worlds 2, Ghost of Yotei improved upon almost every aspect of Ghost of Tsushima, and I couldn't be happier. Also, one more thing, real talk, shout out to the music, mainly Watanabe mode, which I had on for the entire time when I was playing the game during my walkthrough. It's so freaking good, and who would have thought that black culture with hip hop and rap goes super well together with Japanese culture.
Screaming!
And who are you supposed to be?
It's the swordsmith's daughter!
Obviously, I love him. He's my dad. What does that mean? Just say what you want to say.
It's just, when you add obviously, it feels a little less obvious. So, I'll ask again. How do you really feel about your father?
Now for my top 3, the big boys heavy hitter, starting with Dispatch. Dispatch is probably my favorite Telltale-like game I've played in a very long time. It shows that superhero fatigue really isn't real, it's just poorly written ones. All of the characters are really well written and the performances are amazing. Aaron Paul as Robert Robertson III, aka Mecha Man, is probably my favorite role I've seen him in since Breaking Bad. Laura Bailey, as per usual, freaking killing it. She plays Invisigal. Aaron Yvette as Blonde Blaze kills it as well, but like I said, all of their performances are really good. I really do like the concept of the game as well, where you play as a very well-known and beloved superhero, but because of your mech is basically destroyed, you have to manage and dispatch a bunch of ex-villains, basically PG-13 Suicide Squad, and help them become actual heroes. The comedy and timing of the jokes, the back and forth rapport between each character, that found family feel Z-Team has is super dope. I also really like the action sequences and QTE ease. It's all super fun. And also, shit, I'm not gonna lie, now that I think back on it and think back of a lot of the action sequences or a lot of things just happening at once on the screen in previous Telltale games, I know that the devs behind Dispatch Ad Hoc Studios, not Telltale, but some key members from Telltale made Ad Hoc and made Dispatch. But see, you know, thinking back and seeing that, like, man, Telltale's old game engine was really cooked, right? Because back in the day, a lot of the stuff, when a lot of stuff was happening on screen at once, like in Batman or The Walking Dead or in Wolf Among Us, like, oh god, Jesus, it ran super freaking poorly. But yeah, also one last thing, it's a crime that Prism couldn't be romanced. She's really cool, big fan.
Both arms? Y'all are fucked up.
Weird thing is how easy it was. This churro isn't as soft as his noodle arms.
Since ancient times, the Hayabusa and Raven ninja clans have fought to keep peace, with the Hayabusa clan in the spotlight.
Now for my number 2, Ninja Gaiden 4. It truly is hard for me to put into words on how insanely happy I am for how Ninja Gaiden 4 turned out to be. Like, I am a big Ninja Gaiden fan. Ninja Gaiden Black is in my top 5 games of all time, but before Ninja Gaiden 4 came out, it would have been 10 plus years since the last 3D Ninja Gaiden game came out, but damn near 20 years since the last good 3D Ninja Gaiden game. I was still in intermediate school, I believe, so that's about like 5th and 6th grade, so that was Ninja Gaiden 2, OG vanilla Ninja Gaiden 2 on 360. Platinum Games and Team Ninja really did knock it out the park. We actually got a good 3D Ninja Gaiden game after so freaking long. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so damn happy I could just scream hallelujah. But yeah, anywho, the gameplay is masterful. I'd argue it's easily in the upper echelon of action games. Platinum Games taking the best parts of Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge and Ninja Gaiden 2, but putting their own spin on things, like having Gleam Form for Ryu and Blood Raven for Yakumo, having Berserk State, stuff like that, perfect parries and perfect dodges, which is a new thing for Ninja Gaiden. It all fits in super well, but keeping the core elements on what makes Ninja Gaiden Ninja Gaiden. All of the bosses are actually good and fun to fight, which is a first for a Ninja Gaiden game. I'm not even lying about that. Like the previous Ninja Gaiden games, that's about what, like 2 or 3 boss fights that are actually like really good and fun to fight. The rest are pretty trash. And in Ninja Gaiden 4, they're all pretty damn freaking great. Yakumo isn't this super edgelord people thought he would be. I actually like him a lot. He ain't Ryu though. Like let's not get it twisted. He ain't our boy Ryu. The music kicks a lot of ass, and of course our buff super ninja daddy Ryu Hayabusa himself having the best theme song in the entire game, basically being a throwback to Ninja Gaiden Black 2, 3, the OG Ninja Gaiden games back on NES and SNES, I believe, as well. Like his theme song, it's called Tribute. Freaking listen to it. It truly is amazing. A lot of the level design being a mix between Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden 2, which I can appreciate a lot, but didn't like the level design in the later parts of the game though. It got really repetitive and boring to look at. While I'm at it, I also didn't like how Ryu basically got the Master Chief treatment from Halo 5 Guardians. If you play Halo 5, you know exactly what I mean. Like, dude got sidelined heavy, and Ryu got sidelined heavy a lot in this game. But at least his gameplay and Yakumo's gameplay is masterful beyond belief. All in all, it's just a phenomenal game. If you want to hear all of my thoughts that are more in depth, I did do a rambling review of the game months ago. It'll be in the description down below under rambling reviews, so you guys can check it out there. But yeah, anywho, that's why Ninja Gaiden 4 is my number 2 on this list.
Nice night for a swim.
Still have my revenge.
I will kill you too.
You will try.
common folk. Born without a voice, die without a sound.
And for my game of the year for 2025 is
Dim dam dadilam vacarme s'en va dans l'oubli éternel et Gustave dom guardiam dilim dididididam lute serado didom seram dim dim da 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 dim dim da 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 dim da didam.
Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Look, I'm not gonna lie, at this point, what can even be said at this point about Expedition 33 that hasn't already been said 100 times over? It's a genuine masterpiece beyond belief. The characters are all extremely well written and relatable, with all of their motivations, familiar bonds of sadness, friendship, and love. The story and plot being amazing and subverting a lot of what truly is going on. The performances from the VO actors and actresses are amazing, same with the mocap artists. The game is drop dead gorgeous, with it being a legit painting come to life. The gameplay is amazing, and it bringing a more real-time approach with this turn-based combat system with the parries and dodges made it more exciting than most normal turn-based RPGs in my opinion. And the core messaging and themes being about love, grief, loss, and trauma, and the right way to go about and deal with them, even though, and this is probably a hot take, but in my eyes, there's not an absolute right way to go about it. Both Mael and Verso are right. And not to get too personal and deep, but my dog Junior, a husky that has been with me and my family for 9 years, unfortunately passed away right in the middle of my walkthrough for this game. And playing through this game truly helped me work out a lot of my feelings and whatnot. Or on the flip side, the messaging is about the death and corruption of art, which is on full display in this game. All in all, the small team over at Sandfall Interactive and the contractors they worked with showed everyone in the games industry that not everything should be about dollars and cents and bigger and more. And Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is the direct result of having creativity, love, passion, and respect for the medium and gamers all around at the forefront of the game development. So yeah, all of the above is why Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is my game of the year for 2025.
Tomorrow comes.
And that just about does it for my top 10 games of 2025 with some honorable mentions. Thank you so much everyone for joining me for this video, and let me know in the comment section down below, and or tweet at me at BetaBAYTUH, same thing with Blue Skies at BetaBAYTUH, and let me know your top 10, your top 15, 20 honorable mentions, whether you agree with my list, disagree, somewhere in between. Let me know. I want to know it all, because I'm not gonna lie, 2025, like I said, amazing year for gaming. gaming, but it was kind of challenging choosing a top 10, or I should say mainly my 10 through 5, I would say, was kind of challenging because I like Death Stranding 2 was in there, The Alters was out, I was switching back and forth with those. Hell's Us was out at one point. I had in Shinobi and Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Assassin's Creed Shadows was in there as well. Took that out. Like I like so many freaking games. Like I'm not gonna lie, if 2026 is gonna have this many great to amazing to masterful games come out, I'm probably gonna extend the list from 10 to 15 because it's just wild how many great games came out this year. But anywho and anyways, everyone, ladies and gents, NBs, all of you good people out there, thank you so much for the love and support on my channel. And 2025 subscribers went up, viewership went up. Thank you all for the love and support on my during my up periods, my down periods. Definitely, you know what I talked about during the Expedition 33 part that I lost my dog Junior that's been with us and my family for 9 years. That was really hard on us here. But you know, reading your guys' tweets, your comments and all that stuff, having those conversations back and forth, discussing video games and whatnot, it's just what a great fucking time. I love doing this job. Wouldn't want to trade it for anything else. It's so damn fun. 2025, y'all, or excuse me, 2026, I feel like it's gonna be an even better year. I'm gonna try to get into more, I was about to say think pieces, but opinionated type videos, why I'm excited videos. There's other type of content other than what I'm usually known for, my walkthroughs. The why I'm excited for Ninja Gaiden 4 video did super freaking well for me, so I want to, you know, do more content like that, like how my gaming habits have changed since I started doing content creation 12 years ago, talking about, you know, Call of Duty, like how Call of Duty just feels weird to play nowadays, Ubisoft, how they've, you know, been dropping the balls, like stuff like that. I got a lot of content like that playing. I want to, you know, get the ball rolling on that. But yeah, everyone, for real, truly, thank you so much for the love and support. It truly means a lot. Like truly, thank you so much. So yeah, before I let you guys all go, if you guys could please leave a like on this video if you guys like what you saw. Please subscribe for more content. It helps out this channel a lot. Also, when you do subscribe, make sure you hit the little notification bell next to the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any content I post to this channel, and make sure you set those notifications to all as well. Please share my channel and my videos to all your friends, families, cats and dogs, and whoever who nots. And you guys can all follow me on Twitter and on Blue Sky as well at Baytuh BAY2H. If you want to keep supporting me even further, you can do so by donating to my Patreon, PayPal, YouTube Super Thanks, leave a tip, or become a YouTube member on my channel. All those links are in the description down below, and that's a pinned comment in the comment section down below as well. And for the final time, I should say this, I will be continuing my Octopath Traveler 0 walkthrough. We'll see if I can finish that up before 2026 rolls around. I just completed the Bestower of Wealth quest line, so I got the other two bestowers and the Bestower of All, which is gonna probably take fucking forever, but I got about like 25 hours left into that game. But yeah, be on the lookout for more Octopath Traveler 0. Hopefully finish that up before New Year's rolls around so I can just relax. I'm going to come, I should also point out that I am going to come back, I think around January 5th, 6th or 7th. It's going to be not the first week of January, it's going to be that second week, probably on a Wednesday or Thursday. And my first walkthrough back is probably going to be Resident Evil 2 Remake, preparing for Resident Evil 9 or Resident Evil Requiem. Really excited for that. It's either going to be that or the games I'm most excited for in 2026. I'll look ahead. So yeah, anywho, for the final time, everyone, for 2025, my name is Malcolm, also known as Baytuh, and I will catch you guys all on my next walkthrough, Let's Play, Channel Plus Update, live stream, rambling review, basically whatever else I do next on this channel, which is going to be in 2026, early 2026, first week of 2026. Not very soon, kind of soon. Anywho, peace, thank you for watching, and have a great, safe, happy holiday and New Year's.